everybody.
How are you?
I'm great. This is the first episode of Kevin's Korner, real estate from a marketing perspective, right here from Stewart Title in Sugar Land. And so I just want to say a little bit about why I'm doing this and the purpose of this podcast. The podcast is to promote the agents like Gina here and vendors that we do business with in Fort Bend County like Nas, who will be up next. This podcast is not about me. I'm not trying to promote myself. This podcast is for the agents and vendors of Fort Bend County. So if you're seeing this and you'd like to be on the podcast, please give me a call, 832-654-0527, or email me at kevin.davidson@stewart.com, and we'll be more than happy to put you on the calendar. So we're going to get started. I'm going to have real estate agents first and then vendors on every episode. I'm going to record this every Friday at 3 o'clock, and then we're going to edit it and make it available to the public via YouTube and social media within a couple of days before the next episode on Friday. So with that being said, as you can see, the lovely young lady sitting next to me is Gina Rodriguez. I met Gina March of 2022, or maybe April. I can't remember how you came to me, but she came to me looking for marketing help because I help agents grow their business and help them with their marketing for their business. And we've been working together ever since.
We sure have.
So say hi to Gina, to everybody out there in podcast land.
Hello, everyone in podcast land. I am Gina, your favorite realtor here in the Houston area. And it's an honor to be here. Thank you, Kevin, for having me here and to be the first one.
Yeah, you're the first agent ever on Kevin's Korner.
I feel so special.
Okay. So what I'd like to talk about is your business, and how you use marketing to promote your real estate business. So first of all, tell everybody what you do, what kind of clients you like to work with, where you work, who your brokerage is, and things like that.
Okay. Where I work all of Houston, but I primarily to specialize in the Southwest Houston area, which would be Sugar Land, Richmond, as well as Fulshire. But I travel all over, so wherever you need me, I will be there. Clients that I want to work with anyone that just wants to own a home, or wants to take the next steps, which maybe they want to sell their home and move into a bigger home, or maybe they just want to downsize. So I am their girl, but I do have a heart for my veterans out there. And
I was going to ask you about that because I thought you had told me at one time you were trying to work with veterans.
Yes, my heart is for veterans because I just simply want to fight for them. They fought for me, so I want to fight for them and help them to be able to achieve the home ownership, just as every human being or citizen here has the privilege to.
Yeah, I agree with that. And veterans have been a big part of my family as well. So I've supported Camp Hope in the past and DAV and some of the other ones. So I think it's very admirable of you, trying to help veterans and everything. So
thank you.
If you're a veteran out there and you're seeing this podcast and you're looking for a real estate agent, you got to call Gina.
That's right.
We'll get your contact information towards the end. Tell the audience how your real estate business has evolved since you and I met.
Well, it has evolved, amazingly. I've had clients reach out to me from my Google business page to my marketing campaign to being door knocking using flyers that I'm getting help through with Kevin. So I'm just so grateful for you.
Your website as well, right?
My website, my CRM, which it's my virtual assistant.
Yeah. So there's a lot of aspects to marketing as far as real estate goes. I've been doing this for 9 years, and I know these things work. And you were nice enough to do whatever I asked you to do when it came to marketing. So The one thing I remember about you when we started it, and then when you learned how well it could help you with your business, was the CRM. I remember you at one time almost passing out when you realized that it could actually send documents out for you and everything. So
Yeah.
tell everybody
Was
about
so
that. How
delighted.
does that work in your business?
Well, I'm a systems girl, so I like to have procedures and processes in place, and I'm very organized and detail oriented. So I needed a system to be able to help me, do this for me on the side. Reach out to my clients where I can at the moment because I'm out, either dealing with a client or looking for new people that want to buy or sell.
Yeah.
But it has been a tremendous help. I've gone, even people that I didn't even realize that I did real estate and, needed my help. And it's been amazing. So,
Well, it's important to understand as a real estate agent, you're in the business of meeting people, right?
correct.
If you meet somebody and you don't capture their contact information, then the chances of them seeing you again later is very slim. Because in most cases, people you meet aren't going to need your services when you meet them.
No.
But the reality is pretty much everybody needs a place to live.
Oh, absolutely.
So when you go out and you network and you go to networking events or you come to one of my classes or you go door knock or you go do a neighborhood function of any kind, you need to get their name and their email address and put them in your database because the database is a marketing tool. The database markets your business to your database as often as you'd like.
Correct.
And right now we have yours set up for once a month, correct?
Correct. So I want to be in my, whoever I meet, like you say, just, get their contact info, put it in the database so that they could continuously see me, not forget about me. Because the objective for me is that when they think about purchasing or selling or even leasing, I'm their first thought. Why? Because they've been getting consistent, emails from me, consistent marketing, literature, information. It's not just, to offer my service, but to also, give them information. People like literature. People like to know what's going on. Is it the right time to buy? Is it not the right time to buy? Is it the right time to sell? Whatever it may be, but I want to be their resource. So I'm grateful for that CRM because it provides that avenue for me.
Statistically, and I think you know this because I told you, most people on average need to be touched by marketing 7 to 8 times before they make a buying decision. If you're using a CRM and someone that you met 2 years ago has been getting an email from you once a month for the last 2 years, and all of a sudden they decide they want to buy a home or they need to lease a property, chances are they're going to at least think about you. And that's top of mind marketing.
Correct.
Once you get your CRM set up with your database and your drip campaigns and you just push play, it goes. And it just keeps reminding them of you every month.
Correct.
And then the other aspect of CRMs is you can store and send out documents. You can set up meetings. You can set up reminders. You can record text messages and conversations, emails.
Correct. You can send an email blast to everyone all at once. It does. It's a good follow-up tool. I'm big on follow-up, but this one just really takes it to the next, level and follow-up aspect. So which is good, and it lets me know what's going on for the day or what do I have, coming up. So it's an overall an amazing.
It's kind of like
tool.
an assistant.
Of course.
It's kind of like an assistant. So it just makes your job easier. And if you really get into CRMs, you can actually use it to run your business. I mean, it can do budgeting reporting and sales reporting and ROI, and it can tell you how well you're doing with your marketing and your money. And then the other thing that it can do that I really, really think is nice and cool is you can sync them with your social media. So if you're running a Facebook ad or a Google ad or some kind of ad online, you can use the forms on those particular platforms. So when people register or submit their information, it goes directly into CRM. And you can, once they get into CRM, now then either get an email from you, you get a text message or an email notification that they've done that, and the whole sales funnel just starts.
Correct.
So that's why CRMs are so important.
Yeah.
What are some of the other things that you've done for Gina's Realty and marketing your business?
Well, from door knocking to events to being part of network events, church events, you name it.
What about farming?
Farming, absolutely, as well. I'm big on farming, and not just farming and within the neighborhood, but also farming, in businesses, outside the neighborhood. They're always saying think outside the box, and it's true. You can't just be focused in on one particular area or one corner. So just broaden your areas and just go to places where you won't even think that someone might need your help or service, and it's there.
Yeah, the farming is very important as well because it gives you the ability to get contact information for a particular area of town that you may not get otherwise, and you can put them in your database and you can market to them. You can door knock. I'm real big on, if you live in a neighborhood, become the expert in that neighborhood. Get involved with the HOA. Get involved with the.
Let your neighbors know that you're an agent, that you're their resource, their go-to. Yes.
Exactly. And sooner or later, I've had agents that came to me and either were good with farming or wanted to start farming another neighborhood because the neighborhood that they've already been working in for 20 years, they've already bought or sold almost every house in the neighborhood.
Well, lucky them.
Lucky them. So I know it works.
Sounds like a problem.
Yeah, sounds like a good problem to have. Now, I've had agents that I've worked with on their farming start using the system, and within 3 or 4 months, they call me up or they want to come say hi and tell me, I just want to say thank you because the marketing or the farming that you helped me with, I've already gotten a lead or I got a contract for $1.4 million or whatever. So I know it works. Just wish all the other agents, and the thing is too, is if you see other agents in the neighborhood that you want to be the expert, don't worry about them because those agents aren't going to be doing the marketing as well as you're going to be doing it. They probably aren't doing it as often as you're doing it. And they're not you. So,
correct.
I mean, if there's 6 other agents in the same neighborhood you want to farm in, don't worry about them. It doesn't matter. It just depends on how often, how consistent you are, and how much you get in their face. I know a couple of agents that started doing pizza parties for the neighborhood, or movie parties for the neighborhood. Within a couple of weeks, they got a listing. Because they just got involved. So,
well, people like to work with someone who they know, like, and trust.
Definitely. And it's not just about sending a postcard out to the address in the mailbox. So, and I'm a big believer of the non-traditional or the non-modern ways of marketing. I still think print media works very well. Postcards, news flyers, magazine ads. Anything that you can put your logo on is just brand awareness.
Correct.
So I think it all works, and in the end, if you're consistent and you don't get bogged down with just all the other little things that go with it, sooner or later, for the lack of a better term, the faucet just turns on and it just doesn't stop. I remember very, very well that it was a Sunday afternoon when you were texting me at like 5:00 on Sunday, and I'm like, what's going on? I mean, it's Sunday afternoon. What's so important that she won't stop texting me? So I called you, and you were like, I got a lead from the website. So
it's amazing.
Yeah. So this stuff won't happen if you don't do it.
Correct.
But once you start doing it, if you're consistent, it will eventually
that is
happen.
key. Consistency is key.
Yeah, there's no magic wand out there. There's nothing out there that's going to say flip a switch and then all the marketing just works.
Correct.
So what else would you like the audience to know about Gina's Realty and what you're doing right now?
Well, I would like to take this time I wrote something for you.
You wrote something for me?
Yes, I did. And I would like to read it.
Nas might want to reschedule for another episode.
No, it's just been long overdue. It really has. Because he's been.
Am I gonna
I
cry?
hope I don't tear up, but I'm
Am
going
I
to try
gonna
not
cry?
to tear up. But you've just been very special and a mentor and a sensei. And I want to choke up, but I want to be able to read what I wrote.
Okay.
Okay.
You want to put this on the podcast?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Kevin Davidson. It is a pleasure to be here today to talk about someone who has made a significant impact on my personal and professional life. I am talking about you. Again, Kevin Davidson, a business development officer at Stewart Title, who has been my mentor and good friend for quite some time now. Kevin is an outstanding individual, and I am blessed to have him in my life. He has been a guiding force in my journey towards success, particularly in my business and marketing platform. His wealth of knowledge and experience in these fields is unparalleled, and I have learned so much from him. Kevin's dedication to his work is inspiring, and his commitment to excellence is evident in everything he does. He is a true professional who always puts his needs of others first, and his attention to detail is remarkable. I can't honestly say that I would not have been where I am today without his support and guidance. I feel incredibly grateful to have Kevin as my mentor and friend, and I want to take the opportunity to publicly thank him for all he has done for me. Kevin, please know that you have made a dramatic impact on me, my business, my marketing platform, and I'm forever grateful. To provide some context, I recall Kevin advising me in October, November to exercise patience and prepare a system to handle the increase in business when the time comes, because it takes time. Now that moment has arrived, and I am ecstatic to have everything in place to manage a handful of influx effectively. I owe it all to Kevin's valuable guidance and advice, and I am grateful again for his heating words. In conclusion, I want to say having a mentor like Kevin Davidson is valuable, and I encourage everyone to seek out mentors who can help them achieve their goals. Thank you again.
Well, that was very sweet. I really don't know what to say, but thank you very much.
Of course, you're
I
welcome.
appreciate it.
Aw,
I'm
thank
just glad that it's
you.
all working out for you.
Yes.
So tell everybody, you have a handful of people, clients you're working with right now, right?
Right now, I have working with 2 buyers and a seller as well, and 3 leases.
And 3 leases. And would you say that those were acquired through the marketing that I've taught you?
Yes, I would say about 3 of them have, and then the others are just referrals.
Awesome. So, see, guys, it works. Marketing works in the real estate world.
Yes, it
So,
does.
I really appreciate those kind
Of
words.
course.
I did not expect that. Wow.
I made you blush.
I know. I'm already always red. Now I'm really red.
Oh, you deserve it. So thank you.
Well, I appreciate it, and much more success to you.
Oh, yes.
So, is there anything else that everybody out there should know about you and your business?
Well, I do. I want to let everyone know that if you're really looking for someone that is looking for your best interest, not mine, who will put your needs before mine, who would be there for you, guiding you 100% throughout the way, and would put people in places like lenders, title companies,
Yeah,
to be
inspection
able to
companies.
ease, and inspection companies, correct, to be able to ease the process. I am your go-to girl. Trust me, we'll be in good hands. And you just got to see my reviews. My reviews speak for themselves.
She's got a great website. She's got great reviews. She's doing the marketing that I asked her to do.
Yes.
Tell everybody how to get a hold of you. What's your phone number?
My phone number is 832-235-3840. And my email is ginasrealtyforyou@gmail.com. And my website is ginasrealty.com.
And you also are on social media, correct?
Correct. I'm on Facebook and I'm on Instagram as Gina Rodriguez in Houston.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much for being on the first
Thank you for
episode
having
of Kevin's
me.
Corner. You're doing a great job. Again, tell everybody one more time what your phone number is.
My phone number is 832-235-3840. My name again is Gina Rodriguez. You can also reach me on my website at ginasrealty.com.
Awesome. thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Hopefully we'll have you on again at another time.
Yes, you have to have me again.
Every week. Every week. Awesome. Thank you.
Okay.
So we're going to have Nas Kary come up. She's with Van Dyke Mortgage.
Don't say that.
She is in the mortgage business, and she's one of the few mortgage companies that I trust. And also, she is extremely talented. She is the one that painted my logo that's behind us. So I think she did a great job. Everybody loves it. So I really appreciate that. So say hi to everybody, Nas.
Hi.
You're not nervous, are you?
Sorry.
You're not nervous, are you?
Oh, I'm nervous, but it's okay. I smile. Yes, that's my painting. And when Kevin asked me to do it, I wasn't sure that I can do it because it's not my style. I never paint like this. It's how I paint. It's completely different. So it was a new experience for me. Everybody's happy. I'm not very happy. So I promised him another one, better one, bigger than this, very soon. So
Well, we got it. It worked. I gave her the idea for it, and she came up with it, and it works great. So I really appreciate it. And it looks good. It goes great in the studio here. So tell everybody who you are and what you do.
I'm a lender, and I work with Van Dyke Mortgage. I'm licensed in Texas, so I can work anywhere in Texas, any city. And I'm a painter too. I'm artist. I'm film editor.
Wow.
Art is my passion, and now I really enjoy both of them. Actually, I think even lending is kind of creative because every loan is different, and you always have to come up with some idea to,
Right.
to get it to make it happen.
What kind of loans do you offer?
The loans, residential, commercial, USDA, FHA, VA. Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. So if someone was looking to purchase a house, but they didn't know where to start, what kind of advice would you give them?
I always tell people, even though you are not ready now, but you have a plan to purchase a house next year or in 2 years, the best to start is always talk to a lender because they can tell you what to do and what not to do.
So what would you tell somebody to do and not to do?
Okay, the first thing most of the people ask us is, what do you need? So the basic thing we need is 2 years tax return, W-2, your income, 30 days pay stub, and obviously your ID. And there are a few items.
What
So
about their credit score? Where do they have to fall in to be?
that's the first thing you need to have is credit. And
I was hoping you'd bring that up.
yes, and a good. Thanks for reminding me. And a good credit score. But don't worry if you don't have a good credit. So don't think it's the end of the world and you cannot purchase a house. There's always a way to fix it. And at Van Dyke, we offer people free credit repair. It depends on how bad is your credit. It takes a few months to repair it. We always tell you what to do and what the steps you have to take to repair your credit. And
So what's the threshold? So let's say I come to you and you check my credit. Where does it have to be on the low end in order to get approved, and on the high end where there's not going to be any challenges?
so the low end is 580.
Really?
Yes, for
Wow.
FHA. So that's a good thing about FHA loan.
And what's the minimum down payment for an FHA loan now?
FHA loan is 3.5.
3.5. Okay.
So it's good, and they are a little bit easier than other loan and conventional loan. But the difference is on FHA loan you have to pay the PMI, the mortgage insurance.
Mortgage, yeah.
But it's not that bad. Don't scare. Don't freak out. Don't think.
I
it's-
paid PMI on my first loan for about 18 years. And the thing that's funny is that the mortgage company doesn't tell you that you can get that removed at some point when you paid off a certain amount of percentage of the loan. So when I found this out from another mortgage friend of mine, I called them, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we can remove that. We could have removed that 2 years ago." I'm like, "Well, why didn't you say something?" So, so yeah, it's not forever.
It's unconventional. It's
Yeah.
unconventional. On FHA, no, you have it for the life of the loan. But unconventional, usually automatically they remove it. You don't
Really?
need to. Yeah, you don't need to call. You don't need to after you reach the 20% equity, so they remove it. You don't need to do anything. I don't know. I'm sorry what happened to you.
I can tell you who the mortgage company is, but we don't need to go there on this podcast. But suffice it to say, I'm not using them anymore.
Yes, we don't want to mention anybody's name. We don't want to name
No.
Kevin, okay?
So what about buying programs, first-time buyer programs, down payment assistance programs? Do you guys have those kinds of things as well?
Yes, we do have a down payment assistance program. And so it's another thing. Some people, they think, most of the people think they need 20% down payment, which is not correct. You can buy a house with as low as 3%, or even if you don't have that 3%, we can help you with the down payment assistance.
Really?
So everything is possible if you really want to buy a house, if you have a job, if you pay your tax.
So let's change gears just a little bit, marketing-wise. How does marketing for you affect your business, and what works for you?
Okay.
And don't go into what I told you should be doing, because you may not be doing it yet. Talk about what you...
Okay, Kevin, you don't want to make me embarrassed in front of the camera?
No,
don't do that to
no.
me. I have all the help from Kevin, but I'm not a good student. I've never been a good student in my
She's a good student.
I-
She just needs a little bit of
Push.
nudge.
Yes, but I learned a lot from you, and I listened to some of them. It's not like, come on, Kevin.
No, you do. You
I
listen
do.
to everything.
I do, and I got lots of leads, and I really appreciate all you, because when the first time I met Kevin, it was in Halloween party. Yes, you remember at Sugarland?
Yeah, here at this. Yeah.
And another agent, she told me that, Kevin, help him with marketing. And I was like, because you're agent, he's not going to help me. And she said, no, he helped you too. I was like, are you sure? And then I went to Kevin and I was like, hey, I'm a lender. Are you going to help me too? And I was a little bit shy. And I was he said, yes.
As long as I can get referrals, I'll help anybody.
Because honestly, you can get more referral from agent than a lender, because agent have more opportunity to do that. But
when
it
you're
depends on the situation, and how is my relationship with the agent, or
right.
so.
If you're working with an agent and they come to you and say, "Hey, do you know
somebody?" Yeah,
that's what
always,
it's all about. So.
Yes, exactly. So, but I know that you didn't expect anything from me. What you did, it was just from your heart, and you wanted to help me. And I'm sorry I wasn't the perfect student.
Well, I
But
will
I
say
painted
this.
for you.
Yes, you did.
Okay.
But I will say this. Gina has set the bar so high. I don't think anybody else.
God, I knew it. I told Gina, you made me look bad. Okay, next time we don't come here together.
Yeah. Yeah. So, so what are you doing marketing wise?
So networking. That's I do a lot of networking. You know that. I'm everywhere, and I love it because I get the chance to talk to people, get to know them. It's people are more relaxed on networking. It's much better for me. It's work much better than I call people and say, "Hey, I'm a lender. I can't do want to meet." And always, people, they don't know you, they don't see you, they don't feel you. So when you go to networking and see people face to face, and you kind of have a little bit of time to know each other, and that networking is working the best. And then it's social media.
Yeah. Speaking of social media, you're all over social media. And you got a friend that's going to be on the show here in a few weeks.
Yes,
Shiva.
she will.
If you guys want to see what a really cool, funny TikTok video looks like, you got to go check out Nas and Shiva. They've got it figured out.
Yes, I know. Kevin always tell us that, hey, yeah, it's good that you're making funny videos, but you have to make educational video too. So my YouTube channel is gonna be just educational video, and I'm gonna be very serious.
You gonna start doing that? Okay, good.
So, but TikTok for me is kind of like, I think people like to learn things in a funny way. And that's how they remember easier than if I just sit down and talk serious. They forget it. But when I say it in a funny way, everybody learn it. You know, it doesn't matter who they are, the level of education, whatever. And it's TikTok is quick.
Yes.
So everybody watch it. But so I love TikTok for that. And then I have Facebook, Instagram. I'm everywhere. So, and then one of the things that I got lots of leads and people contact me a lot is through my community pages, so Iranian.
Oh,
So,
really? That's right. Tell everybody where you're from and that you speak another language, and say that in that language.
Oh, you should have said that. You come back. Okay. So I'm from Iran, and probably you can tell by my accent, and I have a thick accent, so it's okay. So that's why. Okay, one of the things Kevin did for me is I never wanted to be in front of camera, because I was a filmmaker before. I was always behind the camera, and I hate my voice. You know, I don't have a good, and I don't
I don't
like
think
my.
there's anything wrong with her voice at all, but she hates it.
And I don't like my face, and I always, when I'm in front of, I never watch my stuff. The other time, the radio show, I never watch it because I cannot stand my voice and I can't stand my look.
She was terrified when she got there. Just like Gina was. And 5 minutes into it, they're like the best guest in the world. It's like a switch went off, and they were like, it's all about me. So.
Yes, that's one of the things that Kevin did for me, and I really appreciate it because he kind of pushed me. And the day that it was the radio show, and
Real Estate Matters.
he said, "Oh, I'm sick. I'm not coming." I was like, "I'm sick too."
No, you have
And
to
he
go.
said, "No, you're not sick. You just don't want to."
But you had a great time.
Yes,
You
it
did a
was
great job.
fun. It was fun. Lovely people there. I really
Bill talked
enjoyed
about-
it. Oh,
Bill talked about you for like 3 weeks. So every time.
oh, I loved it. I love Bill. Yes.
Yes, Bill Napick. Yeah.
Oh my God, he's great. He is great, and I really love to go back there if he let me,
We'll
because
put you on the schedule.
because I
to
said
go.
something that he didn't like it. No, he liked it, but it was a joke.
Yeah.
But I had fun, and honestly, I'm thinking about having my own, like, you know, maybe a podcast, maybe, I don't know, something like that, because
You
now
should
I'm
do
not
it.
scared of being in front of the camera. You can see me.
No.
I never stop talking.
You should do it now.
So thanks to Kevin, I overcome my fear, and I'm here as the first guest, which always is scared to be the first one.
Mm-hmm.
So me and Gina did it. So
Well, I mean,
everybody can do it.
yeah, you have to get out there. You have to get your face in front of people. You have to just get over your fear and not worry about what anybody else thinks about what you're doing. Do what you like to do the best you can, and hope for the best. And usually it always works out. I mean, I've never done a podcast before. This is the first episode, and I mean, look, we're doing it, and it's going to be a great podcast for a long time. So tell everybody how to get a hold of Nas.
Okay. My phone number is 832-572-8345. My email is nasrinavazian@gmail.com.
Stop. You're going to have to spell that.
Oh, God.
Spell that email address,
Oh
letter
my
for
God.
letter.
That's the most difficult part. That's why I always say it fast so nobody asks me to spell it,
No,
because
you have to spell it.
my name and last name is very long. My name is Nasrin, and the last name is Avazian Kary. So, okay.
No, spell
No,
that.
seriously, repeat it, Kevin. Avazian Kary.
No.
No, he don't even try.
Nasrin I can do, but I can't do the last name.
He said he called me Nas K. He don't even say Kary,
Yes.
Nas K.
Nas K is easy. It's very
It's easy,
So
I know.
then give me your phone number again.
832-572-8345. And my website is naskarywandagmortgage.com.
Mm-hmm.
I think this one is easy. And my Facebook is Nas Kary. The same is my Instagram. And
You said Nas Kary twice, so Nas is Nas. Spell your last name.
N-A-S-K-A-R-Y.
Kary
Yes.
.com
Yes.
or vendyke.com.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. And is there anything else that you'd like the podcast world, Kevin's Corner world, to know about Nas?
I was telling you that I'm from Iran, so I was whoever. If you speak Farsi, if you're an immigrant, I love helping immigrants because they come here and they don't. And I get lots of texts from my community or people who speak Farsi, and they ask me, okay, we are immigrant, nobody help us, nobody tell us, we don't know anybody, we don't know who to start, how to start it, what we need. And then I feel for them because I've been there, I know how is it when
You're
you
an
go to
immigrant.
another. Yeah, I am an immigrant.
Yeah.
So I know how difficult it is when you move to another country and you don't know the language very well, you don't know the culture, you don't know the law, so you don't know, oh, I want to buy a house, I don't know where to start. So I get lots of text messages from people that they say the same thing. We are immigrant, we don't know if we can buy a house, how long we have to wait. And I answer them, and I love it. I enjoy if you can help them. That's, she said that she like to help VA. I love VA loan. It's just, I love to do that. But I love helping single woman. I love helping immigrant. That's every time I close a loan for a single woman, single mom, or immigrant, it just makes me so happy.
Very satisfying.
Yes, it is. It is
Awesome.
very, very satisfying.
So give everybody your phone number one more time.
832-572-8345. And don't ask me to spell my last name, okay? Just, no.
Okay, everybody. That was Nas Kary. That's Gina Rodriguez. I'm Kevin Davidson, your host of Kevin's Corner, real estate from a marketing perspective. I want to thank Jennifer Schmidtis for allowing me to do this. She is the manager of the South region for Stewart Title. And I want to mention my entire team here at Stewart Title, Sugarland and Richmond. They do a great job with title. So if you're looking for a good title company, someone that with a lot of experience and knows what they're doing, please give us a call. We can close anywhere in the Fort Bend County area, and we'd love to work with you. And again, if you're watching this and you're a real estate agent or a vendor that works in our industry and you'd like to be on the podcast, give me a call, 832-654-0527, or email me at kevin.davidson@stewart.com. Until next week.
Bye.
See you later, guys.